Good morning and welcome back to Miniature Monday here on Gaming with ADHD, where I have done absolutely no gaming since the last time we saw each other. I slept like all weekend. But I am back here with you all. Probably going to end up working on some Battletech today, but we'll see. We're just going to go for a little bit. I'm just trying to get back in that regular habit. I don't have specific projects that I'm trying to do yet, so we're going to go back to old school, where it's just like, this is the miniature I feel like doing at the moment. But other than that, I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. And again, mine was fine. I slept. So yeah, that's kind of all that I have. I still have this pile of Star Wars Shatterpoint. I was considering working on that day, but it was getting away from me. So we're gonna get in. We're gonna knock out some. Do the last little bit of Romana Lyle, and I'm sorry, Hungar. I hope you didn't cancel your show to come watch mine. It's funny if you're just joining me for chat, but I'm sorry, sir. I'll be better in the future. I need to get back to my 8:30 time. But anyways, I'm gonna flip over again. We'll chat. Anyways, just in this, no worries at all, Hungar. I always appreciate you being here. You are a good dude, so it's all good. All right, so here is Romana Lau after the wash dried, and I'm very happy with this. I really like how that silver copper came out. Basically, all I need to do is the base and the cockpit and the lasers, and she's gonna be good. So, kind of excited there. All right, so for cockpit, actually, let's do this first. Let's get a little bit of silver. And of course, my kid closes everything down. There we go. PPC. 4 medium. Where are all the medium lasers hiding? Let's see here. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out where I'm supposed to paint the weapons. Flex.net. That. Flex sheets, okay. Here. All right, so the autocannon. All right, so that's an autocannon. PPC, so that'll be blue. And then we got. All right, so we've got a medium laser, and we've got 2 medium lasers in the rear. All right, now I know what I'm doing. Sorry, folks. Sometimes it's frustrating trying to, do this right. So we're going to do a blue and 4 reds. Easy enough. All right, let's try some of these new brushes. I got these. I saw it advertised on Amazon. It was like 20 bucks for a whole mess of brushes. And while I don't normally... Wait, no, I don't... what am I doing there? Alright, that's fine. Well, I don't normally spring for model brushes. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Hungar. That sounds delicious. It says, I ended my stream just going to hang out with you and enjoy my breakfast, steak and eggs with a portobello mushroom cap and toast. I had a protein shake smoothie. That's right. You can be jealous. I'll let you. Yeah, Kim's got me trying to be healthier. So so I am trying to be healthier. And just, you know, I know, like, with all the stomach issues I've been having, a lot of that is related to weight. So I am trying to work on that. I'm trying, but like, I can't do like, oh, I have to do this special diet. I have to do, you know, I can only do these things and Bob. I have ADHD. It ain't gonna happen. Let's just be honest. So I'm literally just looking at, all right, how can I increase protein? You know, not feel hungry all the time, cut more carbs, like it's literally, I'm literally just trying to go calorie deficit. And if I can do that, then it's fine. I mean, I'm like literally, I mean, I'm doing fine. I think a month ago. Now, admittedly, a lot of this is because of all the other issues I've been having. But I was around like 255. And yesterday I was at like 246. I'll look at it in a minute, Hunger. So I mean, it's going down. Can't really complain. I mean, and I haven't been hitting the gym. Actually, I've been super lazy in that regard. I'm still just feeling winded all the time. So it's been a little frustrating, but also good. So it's just like, but that's the other thing. Like outside of stuff like that, it's like I just try to Like, I don't say, no, I can't eat that. I mean, maybe it'll be like, no, I don't really want that today. But maybe I'll get it later. So, or sometimes it's just like, I don't care. I'm gonna do it, and it'll be great. I really like my technique for doing cockpits and lasers. You still get some of like that shine from the silver, and then the speed paint just sets it off just right. I really like it. So, anyhow, so let's see. So I've got some ideas. Like, I think it's mostly just been like lack of motivation has been my main struggle. Dang it, now I gotta look at this picture. Oof, hunger, that looks delicious. So I'm trying to figure out some things that I can do for more regular videos, but also to then, try and do something interesting, or at least sort of interesting, I guess. Like, I mean, I'm willing to cover all sorts of games on the channel, so it's obviously there's a lot of options. But like, I was thinking yesterday while I was falling asleep for my nap while listening to the RPG Digest. Of kind of taking Max's approach and do some deep dives and read-throughs of rules. Where's my brush? That's not good. Oh, that's like really not good. Oh, okay. It just children moving stuff on my desk. What is this world coming to? I like that. Just a hint of some alternate colors there. Like it. Oh, I really like it. The wash ran down the side and dried. So the figure was actually dried to the handle. But like, I could do deep dives on miniatures games. So like, Like, do a deep dive on BattleTech. They just announced 5th edition Infinity. They just like, I've been trying Kill Team, things like that. So I mean, would people be interested in sort of like a live stream deep dive read through of rules? I mean, Max gets 30 plus people on a Sunday afternoon. Why couldn't I? I don't know. Good morning, Mundo. Just spitballing ideas here, sir, as I finish up this mech. Because I was also thinking, hello, Mike Percival. I was also thinking because, you know, obviously last week was Gen Con. I haven't gotten to go since 2021. That's a separate story. Hey, nerds. How you doing, buddy? But I do still have contacts. You know. Ooh, very nice. The Game of Armored Combat or Alpha Strike? Which box set did you get, Mike? I mean, technically, doesn't even matter. Because the rules are more or less the same. Like, they've been tweaked, but they haven't really been changed in the 40 years of BattleTech. They changed like a couple of I think it used to be like you would figure out initiative, and then the initiative loser would have to move first, and the initiative winner would get to shoot first. I think is how they originally did it. And the current method is the initiative loser always goes first. So the initiative winner gets to react to everything. All right. Da-da-da-da. Nice black base. Hey! Speaking of, first off, all right, nerds, I'm not happy with you. I backed day one. I don't even have a shipping notification. I'm very annoyed. Anyways, but Hungar, first off, thank you very much. He gifted a membership, and it went to Mike Percival, who happens to be in chat. So that's awesome. That's one thing I noticed is that, like, gifted memberships, it's totally random. So, like, all sorts of people, it's like, I have no idea who that person is, but they get a membership, and they will probably never... they will probably, like, never show up in one of my live chats, and I don't really have member-specific content. So, anyways, it just makes me laugh. And thank you very much, nerds, for your comment about the cataphract. I was very pleased with how she came out too. This is Romano Liao. I don't know. Sorry. Anyways, I was pretty happy with how she came out too. There was like, I was a little annoyed, and I'm not gonna go back and fix it, but there were some like green dots that were sort of this color all over it, but they're like really small in the art, and I forgot, and I don't, meh, good enough. So yeah, that's oh, the night sky not in this book. Oh, come on. Where's the art for the night sky? But yeah, nerds, you're probably right. They probably did ship them to the cool kids first, and I am definitely not one of the cool kids. Oh, there it is. I love when you're like, oh, I'm just gonna search for this, and then it doesn't work. All right, I want to finish this one, because I think this mech, the mech itself looks dope, and then you get this guy. I mean, that just looks cool, just like the star pattern across it. That's amazing. I am 100% for this. So, anyhow, yeah, but I'm still annoyed. Like everyone else I know that's been a backer seems to have gotten their shipping notification. You know what? It is a struggle, because like I would like to go, but my travel buddy, aka the wife, doesn't always want to go do stuff like that. So, especially if it's going to be like a big trip, you know, she doesn't like the idea of me spending a lot of money to go on a big trip and her not go with. Yes, I realize that can be a little mean and a little controlling. No, I'm not upset over it. She literally is like my favorite travel person. So, I get it. And that's actually part of the reason that I haven't gone to Gen Con the last couple of years. So like I would go and help out Mantic, and honestly I would still go and help out Mantic. I like the people, I like the owner of the company. But the value in it is just not adding up. It's like, here, let's, because I want to figure this out. So next year, Phoenix to, because I'd probably have to fly into Chicago. Can I buy a year in advance? Yes. Okay. So if I fly in the 28th, nope, not. And come back on the 4th. All right. See you, Mundo. What is the cost of a flight to Chicago so I can help load the truck and drive down to Indianapolis if Kayak ever finishes loading? All right, so flights.google.com. This should not be this difficult. You should be able to. Very annoying. All right, let's just. No, stop it. Okay. There. Where is it? Where's the Give me the graph. Show me the graph. Price graph. There we go. Sorry. Holy crap. See, okay, I'll explain. I got one similar to that, nerds, that I'll explain in a second. Anyways, okay, looking at this, it's like to fly round trip to Chicago and back, it's like $400. That's $400. All right, now for helping at Gen Con, Mantic will cover my badge and my hotel cost and some food. Not all food, just some of it. Now, in the past, I would fly in on like Monday, and as soon as I got there, we started working. We loaded up a box truck. Tuesday morning, we would drive down to Indianapolis and start setting up the booth. Wednesday, we would finish setup of the booth. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I'd work quote unquote 8 hours a day running events or doing demos in the booth, whatever it was. But I mean, more or less, 8 hours a day. And then usually some more on Sunday. And then Sunday, as soon as... Now keep in mind, that's 10 to 6. Which is like the key hours for the convention. That's when like everything is happening. So if I wanted to do something, sorry, I'm running an event.
after the show on Sunday, then it's tear everything down, load up the truck, drive back to Chicago. Now keep in mind the show ends at 4 on Sunday. Figure a couple hours to load up. Figure not getting back to Chicago till like 10-ish. These are all rough numbers. I always say that it's the hardest week that I would work all year long. Yes, I am comparing it to my regular full-time job. But I did it. I was working with friends. I like Mantic. I like Ronnie. Sorry, folks. I'm not always keeping this in the camera properly. Anyways, but I would. Hey, Mage. Like I would say that I'd easily put in 60 hours of work for the week. And so, like, I mean, yeah, you get to go into the dealer's hall, and I didn't always have, well, the last few years I never got an exhibitor badge. I just got a Game Master's badge, which is essentially just like a regular attendee's badge. But the exhibitor badge lets you get into the dealer's hall an hour early. So if anybody's there, you could do early shopping. Or I could see friends that I've made around the industry. So, anyways, like I said, I feel I was putting in about 60 hours worth of work. And in return, yes, I get the hotel cost and I get the badge, but I would get $125 of credit to use at the Mantic booth. That's it. Which I would also like to point out that when I started helping Mantic in... Actually, we're going to go back farther than that. When I was a volunteer rep for Games Workshop, in the early 2000s, I would get $125 of credit for helping out at Games Day or going to conventions, whatever it was. 23 years ago. This, like, and that's how I met the guy that coordinates the stuff for Mantic. So, I mean, that was just kind of the guideline that he used. But in 23 years, that hasn't changed. And especially, like, when you look now, I mean, there's, like, a starter set from Mantic will run you about $125. So, like, honestly, okay, so I work a whole week and I get a starter set in return. And usually, like, they toss like some extras, or like, oh, here's some extra stuff that we're just gonna throw this away. Here, you can have this. They usually end up with like a little extra, but not much. Still not enough to make it worth it. And again, Even if you're covering my hotel, 60 hours worth of work, you could sweeten the pot a little bit.
All right. Sorry, I need to move this around so that I'm not completely craning my neck to see this.
Anyways, so the last couple of years, basically it was like, okay, you know, we could use you. We'd appreciate the help. We're not going to pay for your plane ticket. So now that's another cut in the value. And so I just, like, while I enjoyed going, it's like I've got to spend $500 just to get there. And then I get 125 booth credit. Now the cool thing about the booth credit is what I could do product trade with other vendors. Vendors do it all the time. So that was actually kind of cool. But yeah, exactly. The last couple of years it's just like, nah, bruh, sorry. You know, I will gladly help you, but and that's the other thing. If they covered my flight, I'd probably still not complain about the $125 in booth credit. I do think it should be increased. I absolutely do not think it is a reasonable value proposition. But, you know, I wouldn't complain as much if I was getting the flight covered as well. So, just so you're aware, I'm trying to make this sort of blobby on purpose, because it's got sort of this nebula effect. So it's not supposed to be like hard straight lines. In case you're wondering why I'm doing that. Anyways, so that is my rant. But regardless, I still know people. And when one of the people that I know works the register for a company, I can still get me some goodies. So, while I know there are some people who are not necessarily fans of Catalyst, I do have new Shadowrun books coming. I've got at least one BattleTech thing coming. Just one of the Ill Clan recognition guides. Maybe BattleTech Universe. I don't know. I will show it off if I get it. What was it? Oh, and I think that's it. So it's mostly just Shadowrun stuff. But I got it coming. I'm excited. This is no mage. This is not a Deadpool mech. This is Tancred Sandoval. So that guy right there. I guess I could do that.
No, that didn't work. I need to figure out like some better layout so I can put stuff like that up. But
good morning, Steven. Yeah, it does. It definitely does. Like,
of course, obviously, with that being in the news, yeah,
it totally makes sense. But it is not technically a Deadpool. I do like how it's. I do like how this looks. I don't understand it. I don't know why you would go with this paint scheme, but sure. But it looks cool. Like I said, the star effects on the little blobby sections. Anyhow. So yeah, so I might not have my Mercenaries Kickstarter coming in yet. But I'll have some goodies coming in. I am debating trying to go to Gen Con on my own, but that's the other thing. It's like it's so packed now. Like they completely sold out badges this year. So even if you could go, then like all sorts of events are sold out. You've got to chase it, and you know, everything. I don't know. It's been a mess. Silent Mouse, I do not have a tracking number for you yet because I started doing some digging and I'm trying to figure out the best shipping. Unfortunately, I did not realize how expensive it is to get anything to Australia. Oh, wait a second. Ha! Okay. I'm gonna see. This is actually kind of funny. Nope, I don't need that. Actually, Silent Mouse, that actually brings up a point. Somebody told me that UPS is not very reliable in Australia. Is that true in your neck of the woods? All right, what do you guys think? Do I need more blobby stuff, or is that enough blobby stuff? Like the engine cowling, that's what I'm calling it. This thing back here is supposed to be like black. So I'm thinking about putting some of this dark silver on there. Like for the most part, and that's more or less it. I just gotta again do the metallic joint type sections. And the main reason I'm asking is because it looks like UPS is probably the cheapest. But I was speaking with Seraphis yesterday, and he said UPS kind of sucks going to Australia. No, not USPS, UPS. You know, what can Brown do for you? US Postal is fine, but I think they are super expensive. I don't know. I'm gonna have, like, Like, just going on their website trying to figure out pricing was just annoying. So I'm investigating. That's actually going to be today's project. Partly because I fell asleep on Saturday. I crashed out for 9 hours. But Kim did also run me all over creation, it seemed like. So, yeah. The UPS and FedEx merger, now going to be called Fed Up. Dude, just anything shipping. It's like, come on, this is the 21st century. Like, it can't be that big a problem to ship things these days. Like, yeah, everything just seems to suck. It's just put Curtis. I'm gonna highlight this one because it made me laugh. Just put it in a bottle. It'll make it there. Oh, that's straight facts right there, Mage. Like, the bureaucracy just makes everything a joke. Like, I was watching this episode from The Fat Electrician, where he was talking about, like, the U.S. mail trucks, which are made by Lockheed Martin. It's just like, why? Anyways, and that was one of the points that he brought up, is just that like so FedEx and UPS come along and start actually like making the US Postal compete. So then the US Postal comes and is like, oh, well, no, we're the only ones allowed to deliver letters. And it's like, I'm paying a guy to take whatever. Anyways. And so like they actually like did a raid on some company that's like, we're tired of using US Postal. So we're just going to, like, everything is expedited. And so we're going to send it through FedEx. And like the US Postal inspectors show up and they're like, nope, that's not valid. That's not valid. That should have all gone through US Postal. Here's a bazillion-dollar fine or whatever. It's like, give me a break. Anyhow. So yes, Mage, it is the bureaucracy. And it's annoying. Like, that's the only thing I don't like about doing the giveaways when we have enough channel members. It's just that then I have to go to the post office. Luckily, I was able to like meet up with Mundo in person. Hungar, I was just bad at it, and so I'm sending him 2 at once. Yeah, Hungar, I didn't send yours either, I know. I promise I'm going to do it after this. Um, but yeah, just having to like even for stuff just in the United States is like, oh my gosh, this is so annoying. Like that is not wanting to get into politics, but here I'm going to get into politics. That's like my biggest frustration with everything is like I don't want the government involved in anything. You all suck at pretty much everything you do. I mean, like, okay, I get it. Military. That should be left to government. But otherwise, I mean, is there really anything that, like, the private sector can't do better? Like, I even prefer the private sector DMV. Like, none of my children went to... Oh, wait, no. We went to, like, the actual DMV, I think, to get their permit to drive. But then when we did the actual test, like, we just took them to a private DMV. And it was faster. The kids all say that the test is actually a little bit easier. So yeah. In case any of you were wondering, gaming with ADHD is not a big fan of government. I'm not an anarchist, don't get me wrong. What's up, Tom? Or Shag? How are you enjoying painting, sir? I just realized I still have to... It got hidden behind something. I still need to finish that guy for you. I mean, I will get to it. But today we're doing Battletech. Actually, I've got another project I do have to start. I think I'm going to start it next week. I want to stream it, but I'm not entirely sure I will. But it's it's a 12-inch Mass Effect statue, basically. Anyways, I don't know if I'll stream. And nerds, I totally get that. But I mean, like, but part of the reason is that, so like the government ones, they do it all, you know, like they just, like, it's just pay the fee, whatever the fee is. You don't have to pay anything extra. Whereas the private ones, you know, because the fee is still the same. And so you're actually paying the whatever the fee is, like the testing fee or the registration fee. Man, that is like, I just totally slopped that on there. I am totally gonna have to clean that up. That was horrible. And no, you haven't seen it, Tom. So that's the thing, is you're essentially also you're paying double for it. But it's like, I'm willing to pay double and spend way less time. A lot of people would rather, you know, spend the time but pay less of a fee. So I don't know if I agree with you on that, because if the government one didn't exist, you might have more, like, so say like the government says, okay, you have to pay a fee to get this thing, but then we are going to authorize people to collect the fee on our behalf, instead of us setting up an organization to, you know, collect the fee and do the paperwork and all that kind of stuff. And so then theoretically you would also have some extra competition in the market. Anyways, just a theory. Regardless, government still sucks at what they do. But anyways, sorry folks. That was a bit of a rant. So yeah, I just have to wait and see what goodies come in from my friend from Gen Con. Technically, it's not. Well, it's my friend's kid. Who I've got to be. He's a good kid. He's a good kid. He's had some issues. Not like bad issues, just like, you know, how about you kind of get your life together before you turn into a disaster kind of issues. So I'm trying to say positive things to him, be a occasional positive influence, because he lives in Chicago, so it's not like I see him all the time, but someone that'll just be like, hey, keep doing good things. All right. So overall, I'm trying to think of you know what I should do? I should do that. All right. I think that's mostly dry. So I'm going to try dry brush a little bit of gray on the arms so that we can pick up some of those details. But I mean, at least I didn't hear, I don't know, really any big controversies out of Gen Con. I mean, Wizards of the Coast apparently stuck their foot in it again. They give people the new D&D book. The people then proceed to do videos, do reviews, promote the product. At which point, Wizards of the Coast starts copyright striking YouTube channels. Now keep in mind, for those of you who are unaware, there are two options. They could do a copyright claim where they say, we own the copyright here. And so any revenues that are generated by this video, we get. And that's annoying. By the way, I've never been... Actually, no, I've been copyright claimed once. And it was on a short. Using music that YouTube said I could use. It was actually kind of like I did the short. Like if you do the short from your phone, you can like find a bunch of music you can then run in the background while you're recording your short. But then if you screw something up and so you download the video, make a quick edit and re-upload it, well, it doesn't know, oh, hey, these are all things that are allowed to be used. It's just like, no, you're not allowed to use this. And so then it just automatically copyright claims. It's like, really? Anyways, so that's not as bad because essentially you just lose out on the money. But the strike is, oh, here, you did a bad thing. And if you keep doing bad things, we're just going to nuke your whole channel. So like all of these YouTubers that were given the stuff, even if it wasn't YouTubers, it was just like general people that went and bought it at Gen Con. I like that. Just enough. This is not a little bad little dry brush. But you know, so I was like, here, take this thing, promote this thing for us. And then just started, you know. I mean, it was clearly a case of, like, the left hand doesn't know what the right hand is doing. But it was still pretty funny. Because it's Wizards of the Coast. And they're kind of dumb. Alright, so for stars, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to just use that same gray. We're just going to... like one bristle that is just ever so slightly out of place. Anyways, so, but other than that, I mean, I didn't hear of any other big issues from Gen Con. Oh my gosh, this is driving me nuts. Probably ruining my brush that way, but you know. But I also didn't really hear any big announcements. Mantic pre-released Halo. I've got that on pre-order. That'll show up in a month or two. One of my kids is super excited for it. I think I know the brushes that you're talking about, Shag. They're called ghost brushes. I have not tried them. Oh yeah, no, they're absolutely made in China. And they're synthetic bristle brushes, which is fine. I think these are, these are synthetic. These are designed in England, made in China. Yeah, it's, dude, Tom, it's like I was telling you the other day. What do you mean, how did I know what you're talking about? How long have you known me, and how long have you known that I've been into all of this stuff? How does Brian happen to know what's going on? Really? Exactly, Steven. That's why it frustrates me when people get annoyed. No, Tom, you go wherever you want. I told you I don't go there. I never told you not to go there. It's not a bad store. I've just got people issues. Oh, and by the way, folks, because my brain's kind of going a little nuts right now doing all of this. I'm doing this, and then I'm going to go back over all of the stars, and I'm going to put a tiny little dot of white in the center of all of those. Dude, you don't even have to leave the store unnamed. I'll tell you. If you're in Phoenix, Imperial Outpost Games, they've got a really good selection. I've just got some issues. But that's a me problem. It always smells in the back of a game store. Tom, you never went to the game store where the owner just sat in there all day and chain smoked. Ah, that's a little big, but whatever. That store was nasty. Yes, I know they have an amazing selection of paints, but I've picked the paints that I'm going to use, and so I don't need to go find other paints. That's interesting. And I say that because the owner is a big-time male feminist. All right, there we go. Oh, I need a couple more. All right, let's get this into it. Look, see? Little stars all over the place. I really like how this guy's coming out. Yeah, we need to talk, Shag. I'll call you after the stream. White. Yes, I need white. Yes. Shut your mouth, Steven. Oh, that was a nice callback, sir. Well done. Well done. Thank you, Steven. That was great. Anyways, so now's when I get a little nuts. Gonna try and put a tiny dot of white. I don't even think you're gonna be able to see this. But just put a little bit of white in the center of each of these blobs. To help bring it out a little bit. Not all of them, just the ones that I've gotten more blobby than others. Hey, Mistress V, thank you very much. Welcome to Gaming with ADHD. I have not seen you around here before. We try to be friendly.
I'm okay at it sometimes.
I did not hit the like button, Shag. I'm sorry. I will fix that. Oh wait, I'm hosting it.
So, did anyone else hear or see anything good coming out of Gen Con? I like that. What weapons does the Night Star even have? Gauss rifles. And an ERPPC. Okay.
Alright, we need a little more silver.
Ooh. Curtis says, while I'm also playing the waiting game for my Mercs Kickstarter email, I did get some other minis from Kickstarter. What did you get, Curtis? Actually, I backed a 3D printer Kickstarter that I really should show you guys. I think it looks hilarious. And it's just like, you know what? Oh, you know, we still got 8 people. Okay, we got 8 people here. I haven't mentioned this yet. I forgot that the embargo had been lifted. Ah, minis from Trench Crusade. I haven't really looked at Trench Crusade. Mostly because of how they blew up on social media. That was a disaster. Anyways, but yeah, I forgot the embargo had been lifted, so I could tell all of you that I am getting a promotion in the family. I'm no longer just dad. I get to be grandpa. Technically not until like January. But we are all very excited. The baby, whom we currently call Nugget, because we don't know which flavor of baby it is yet, is currently the size of an avocado. And while I find avocados disgusting, I mostly just like saying that because it annoys my daughter-in-law. Like, so they're giving us updates. It's like, the baby is the size of an olive. And I'm just like in our little family group chat, and I'm just like, gross. See ya, Mike Percival. Oh, my daughter-in-law was so angry. It's like, I'm not saying the baby's gross. I'm just saying the what you compared it to is gross.
It helped, but not a whole lot.
And thank you, Steven.
I think they're coming along. I think he's coming along well too. But yeah, I don't know when I will paint the baby, but I absolutely will need to paint with the baby. So, anyway, we're very excited in this neck of the woods. Yeah, I'm actually zipping through this guy. I'm kind of surprised, but yeah, I really like that too. I think I have some Davian decals. I should have at least the 5 great houses. 5 great houses, smoke jaguars, and here, we'll look at what I got. I got a Mike Tunez business card. I need to talk to Mike Tunez. Alright, so I've got Draconis Combine, Clan Wolf, Wolf's Dragoons, Wolf Spiders, House Davian. Oh, and I got a nice big fat one that I can put right on top. Oh, that'll be great! I wasn't gonna do it today, but now I can. Screw it. Actually, I'm not gonna be able to because I have to wash this guy and it's not gonna dry very quickly. Dang it. No!
Anyways, but I have the decals, and so it'll be a giant
Davian Sunburst on top of the guy. Anyways, that was just a nice, quick paint job. I mean, I realized I did a lot of the heavy lifting with the red last week, but still. I would not add white to your silver. Silver's just fine. Just stick with silver, Steve or Tom. That should be sufficient. Well, crap. Don't have a clean cup for the wash. You're welcome, Tom. All right, now I have to be careful because I did the speed paint cockpit already. Oh, the dry brush plus the wash. Oh, that's great. Anyhow. Oh, and if you guys didn't catch, probably didn't, but this is Tancred Sandoval's Night Star.
Which I believe is Ill Clan? Yeah. No.
Born 3019.
All right, so just got to let this sucker dry, which obviously it's not going to happen on stream, but there's the Night Star. That's, oh, I like it. Only thing I got to do last is put that decal on top and set it. Oh, that'll be great. I need to put a Lao logo on the cataphract as well, but look at those. All right, I know I haven't said it in a while, folks, but seriously, I'm not a good painter. I know you all say otherwise, but I've just found the techniques that work for me. You can find the ones that work for you if you're interested in doing it. It doesn't have to be crazy. It doesn't have to look like it's going to go in a museum. Just have some fun with it. Get your models painted. Anyhow. All right. I'm going to let the Night Star dry. I have to do something around here. Otherwise, Kim will get grumpy. But, anyhow. Thank you, nerds. I appreciate it. Oh, nerds. I forgot to tell you. I did see your comment about yours and your wife's deal. You get to buy minis and car parts. She gets to buy Halloween decorations. I think that's hilarious because my wife and I have a very similar arrangement. She gets to go to the shoe store. And while we don't officially say it's a one-for-one deal, It's like a 2-for-1 deal. So for every $2 she spends at the shoe store, I get to spend that much at the game store. Now, the catch is I have to go with her to the shoe store. And she knows I hate going to the shoe store. So essentially it's a way for me to like not have to go with her to the shoe store. I haven't had to call her on that in a while though, but she's also let me buy lots of games, so I'm not really complaining. But anyways, I just thought I meant to tell that story earlier, but I get distracted, as you may have noticed. Anyways, that is not a button I wanted to push. Okay, so folks, all right. This week I had a video come up today. There's only going to be, well, technically there will be 2 more Hex Tech videos. I still have to do one for the roads, and then I'm going to do one about 3D printed models from Hex Tech, and just kind of do like a compare and contrast. I got to get those painted up though. So look for those in the next couple of weeks. I have not been playing any board games, so I really haven't felt like getting anything reviewed. Although, based on the fact that I still get views on my Killer Bunnies video, I might do one of those this week. I don't know. We'll see. I am feeling better, so that's a good thing. I still get tired, but whatever. I should be back on Friday to do a paint stream. I don't have a night stream planned for a while. I need to do it. I want to do a Thursday night stream. No one else is doing Thursdays, so it's like that's kind of where I put it into my schedule. So I don't know. We'll see. But lately in the evenings, because everything else got canceled, I've just been hanging out with Kim. So I got that too. Anyways, needless to say, keep an eye out. I'll get some videos out. I'm gonna do a bunch of Shadowrun 6th edition stuff. Sorry if that's not exciting to you guys. I still like it, even if Catalyst is making mistakes that I don't like, but that's a separate issue. But eventually, yes, I'll get my Kickstarter stuff. I'll do unboxing videos, and we'll have some more fun there. So, all right, I'm gonna go. I keep ranting. You all know how I get. If you like the video, if you like hanging out, hit the like button on your way out. Right now we are at 6 members on the channel, so I don't have any giveaways to do right now. But if you're interested, it's only $2 a month. No pressure though. Okay, on that note, I'm gonna stop. Everybody, have a wonderful day, and